Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Living Life at Life You. I am your host, Dr. Veronica Garcia, and today I am joined by Miss Jess Sharpe, who is a pillar in our athletic department. Hi Jess, how are you?
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, so nice to meet you. So nice to have you here, and so nice to hear a little bit about your story and all the things that you're doing at Life University. Yeah. So Jess, let's begin with, I know you've had a longer journey at the university. Tell me how long you've been involved with Life University.
I have been involved with Life University for about 2 years now. I started as a volunteer in the athletics department. I knew I wanted to be in athletics, had no clue how to get into it. So I was lucky to connect with our deputy athletic director, who was like, just come volunteer, see what you like, see what you don't like. And from there, it moved into helping our assistant athletic director of internal operations with eligibility and compliance. And I kind of built my own little position in that. And all of that, decided I have an associate's degree. In business management, there's a business administration degree here as a bachelor's. Let's just go ahead and do it. Yeah. And so then I became a work study, and within a year was able to complete my bachelor's.
Look at that. Yeah. What a congruent, just in alignment transition for you. Are you originally from Georgia?
No, I am from Columbia, South Carolina.
Nice.
So not a small little town or anything, big city a little bit. Feels small sometimes though.
Yeah. How did you get to Atlanta?
So I got to Atlanta, I met my husband, and I at the time was not filling school, so I was just working, but he had decided, well, I'm going to go back to school. And so he started his journey in getting his bachelor's, after 4 years was graduating and said, well, I have to go to grad school. So he's an athletic trainer. And at the time, the athletic department here and the athletic care department still had GA positions. And it was a perfect fit because he loves rugby and everything. So he got hired to be a GA for rugby. And I was finishing up my associates. And so he was like, we're getting married, and the next month we're moving. And I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
Let's go.
So that's how we ended up here in Atlanta.
That's awesome. That's beautiful. And so you started volunteer at the university, you finished your bachelor's degree, and then you were hired into athletics. Tell me a little bit about your position and your role today.
So I am the assistant athletic director for external operations. And what that kind of entails is a bunch of things. But to shorten it up is facilities management and scheduling, rentals, sponsorships, game day operations. I still assist our assistant AD for internal operations with eligibility and compliance as well.
Ma'am.
Yeah. It's a big job with a lot of responsibilities, but I greatly enjoy it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think that a lot of the times we forget about as a spectator of the athletic events, we forget about the intricacies that need to happen for a game to occur, whether on campus or off campus. So tell me a little bit about your day-to-day, what does a week look like for you in understanding that there's so many different seasons because we have so many beautiful sports here?
We do. We have a ton of sports, which means that I'm a busy woman. So essentially my day-to-day kind of looks like filtering through scheduling requests, teams wanting extra practices, maybe they want to add a scrimmage on. Right now I'm currently getting all our spring schedules for all our spring sports in. So that looks like rearranging a lot of things too, because some of our teams play during the week, so therefore practices can't happen, of course. And so then you have to figure out, well, where am I moving them? Because they still have to practice, right? And then filtering through rental requests. Right now I'm currently doing a lot of work trying to really connect with our sponsors because I'm new to the role. So trying to really build that relationship with them. So that's typically what the day-to-day looks like for me.
That's awesome. And Jess, why athletics?
There's something special about it. So I've always greatly enjoyed athletics. I played soccer growing up until it just wasn't viable for me to do anymore. And when soccer ended, I went straight into marching band because I could still be at the sporting events and still do what I wanted to do. And when I graduated high school, I did a year of marching band at the University of South Carolina, which is a whole different ballpark when it comes to that kind of thing. Athletic band is in college is a lot. And I knew I wanted to be part of it, but I couldn't find my place in it. Yeah. And it's just the environment, connecting with the athletes, ensuring that they're having just the most meaningful experience, that they're getting the most out of their time, not just athletically, but like in every aspect of it. Like, are you getting everything you want out of it academically, socially? And being able to be part of that journey with them and see them succeed at the end, it just brings such joy to me to be able to be part of that. And that's essentially why it was athletics, and that's specifically why it was Life U Athletics. Our vision is being a leading institute in athletic performance and meaningful student athlete experience. And I don't think it gets emphasized enough in college athletics, the meaningful student part or meaningful experience part. So for me, that's really what sealed the deal. Like, this is definitely what I want. I want to be part of college athletics, but I want to be it here specifically.
What a beautiful thing to say. And congratulations, because I've had the honor of interviewing a lot of amazing athletes throughout the last few years that we've been doing this podcast. And one of the biggest things is that they love the culture. They love how it has transformed their life into a positive matter, and like kind of stepping into leadership roles, whether within athletics or outside in their careers. And it's a really amazing thing to see from them and to hear from them. Because as a previous college athlete, I didn't have that experience in my previous college whatsoever. It's more like, well, you got injured, recover, or this, or you're failing a class, well, do better. Like, right? The expectations was so different. And to see that experience completely 180 degrees here at Life University, congratulations, because you guys are doing the job. Like, you are such an essential piece for them. So that's such a beautiful thing.
It is. It's so beautiful. And it's so, at the end, when you really get to see that moment where they're like, I don't want to leave because I love it here. And I love working with you guys and everything. And it's like, we love you too. Like, we're just happy that we could help you like have that experience. Yeah.
And just carrying them and loving on them. Oh,
I get teary-eyed we do a grad luncheon for all our graduating students every quarter. And I get so teary-eyed because Jamie always does a little speech for them, telling them like we're proud of them and everything. And it's truly like a little mom moment where you're like, babies are growing up. They're going off in the world. You're just so proud.
Yeah.
So proud.
Yeah. I love that. Jess, you mentioned about sponsors. So do you work closely or somewhat with our sponsors? Because there's such a need for them to show up for those athletes to continue having the experience that they're having. Tell me a little bit about like your role in that sense.
I have not dabbled a ton with the sponsors just yet. It's more about right now just building the relationships with them. But essentially, when it comes to the sponsors, the big part they play and what we really try to emphasize to them is your money goes towards being able to ensure that they have that meaningful experience. We do the athletic banquet at the end of the year every year for them. And a lot of reason we are able to put that on is by sponsors, donations, or being sponsors. And, we always try to invite our sponsors to those events and everything because we want them to see what we're doing here and that what they're supporting is a good cause. And our mission and our vision are really being like exemplified throughout the entire department.
I love that. And it's important because you are such an active piece into the athletes' day-to-day activities, whether they see it or not. It is that send of an invite on Outlook that you might hit, or that phone call or whatnot is such a big piece, but it's also a huge piece to have people come in and provide for those students and provide those resources and that money that it's needed for those events to happen and the students to continue feeling appreciated. So just congratulations. You're doing such an amazing job.
I appreciate
and we're
it.
so happy and so honored to have you at the university, and students are too. So thank you for walking and stepping into your purpose and believing in yourself and going in those volunteer long hours, and look at this flourish. I'm really excited for you.
Thank you so much. I've greatly enjoyed my journey here, and I'm happy to continue it.
Yeah, let's continue it. Well, just have a beautiful rest of your time. Good luck on the banquet that you may be having coming up.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Well, good luck on it. Good luck on all the spring planning and everything in between. We're excited to have you. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your really busy schedule with us. Really appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of Living Life, Life You. Bye.
Bye.